Dazzers Football Stand, brought to you by FanVybe. Hello, welcome to Dazzers Football Stand, brought to you by FanVybe. This is the FanVybe podcast. This is This Week in Football, number 2, and there's 3 topics to talk about. Not much today. Well, I'll say 3 topics. First, obviously, 3 topics we're going to talk about. Arsenal v Tottenham, Liverpool, Everton, and the Copa Libertadores final with River Plate and stuff, with all this commotion and stuff going on, with it possibly moving to Madrid. So you'll see all that in a minute. We are joined by a guest. We're joined by the creator of the channel, the creator of the thing, yet again. Rocksunic, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Great, thank you very much for coming back on, mate. By the way, if you haven't already done so, go follow Dazzers FS on FanVybe, of course. They are doing the giveaway, but I will leave the details to this guy.
Yeah, so if you sign up in the competition, where you can win a brand new PlayStation 4 Pro and a HTC Vive, all you need to do is go over to the website, make sure you sign up and go straight to the Discover page, and you will see you'll be automatically entered into the giveaway. So, decent offer there.
Yep, definitely, so guys.
Make sure you follow me and Dazza on the website. My username's Rocksunic, and his is Dazzers FS, is it?
Yes, I'm putting my link in the description down below, so do go and follow that. And let's get into it for proper now. So, the first thing we're talking about tonight is the North London derby, and what an entertaining game this was. Arsenal 4, Tottenham Hotspurs 2. And I know a couple of Arsenal fans and Tottenham fans that I know on this channel. So, yes, I know what I'm doing it. For me, very entertaining. Lots of twists and turns in it. A lot of intensity from both teams. Spurs, I think, were unlucky to come out defeated. But it was a good game overall.
From the moment Lacazette came on, I do think the game changed completely. And that was when Arsenal really showed why they did deserve to win the game over Tottenham, because in like the 60th minute, Tottenham just shut down really. They didn't get many shots off. They weren't getting the ball well. Very dominating last 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so from Arsenal.
Definitely.
It was a really entertaining game, wasn't it?
Well, I thought it was a very entertaining game, yeah. And I think, like I said, did obviously, create a lot of problems for
it's one of the best
Spurs.
London derbies in the past 10 years, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, it's been very entertaining. It was 1-0 to Arsenal, then it was 2-1 to Spurs, then 3-2 to Arsenal, then 4-2 to Arsenal. And Torreira, I thought, did very well. And I've never seen much in him as an Arsenal player. I haven't seen enough of him to really show, to really see whether he's going to be brilliant talent like for United wise or whatever. But he seems to be a very strong player, doesn't he?
I have to say this about Torreira. I don't think that the comparisons to Kante are just on point. Because people are saying he's better than Kante, which is...
No, he's not. He's not, to be honest with you, I have to admit.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, considering he's had 1 or 2 good games. And Kante's been doing it for, 3 years now?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, I think Torreira's a good talent. I don't see why people are saying he's better than Kante. I'll be honest with you. Kante hasn't showed too much this season, but I don't think he's as good. And as he's not as good as Kante, and he's not, as experienced in the league as him. But if it was me, I'd go experience over quality a lot of the times.
Yes, especially in the Premier League.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Experience probably wins you games. Like newly promoted sides, if they bring in players with experience, they have a better chance of coming up if they bring in.
Yeah, definitely.
A few like young Brazilian talents, they have a better chance of going up with experience. Staying up, sorry.
Yeah. And you look at Arsenal. And there is players who came into the Premier League, Aubameyang, Lacazette. They've never played in the Premier League, and now they've played for at least a season. They're coping fine. Torreira's not got any experience, and Emery, who's come in as a manager, got no Premier League experience, and they're high flying in the league. Look, 4th in the league now, miles ahead of us. But
I think United could probably beat them.
I don't think we can not at the minute with the way we've been playing.
No, I think it's that type of game that United always seem to win, no matter what form they're in. They're just like, it's hard to describe really, but United, they could lose. Like, for example, they drew with Southampton, obviously, at the weekend.
That was a cack game.
Yeah, but I do think they do have the quality in the squad, and I think they're due really a good performance. I think they could beat Arsenal. And my prediction's either 1-0 or a 2-1. I think they're not going to score more than.
I think it'll be tight, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a close game, but I think United will just hold on and beat them.
That's interesting, considering of how bad we've been this so far. Arsenal, 8 points below City. At least it's not as bad as United, which is 16. Goals, obviously. Penalty in the 10th minute from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. A bit of a controversial penalty at times, because basically, as people were saying it, well, it is a penalty, and people are saying it isn't. I think it was a penalty because he did get contact on him. So, but anyways, it didn't make a difference. Aubameyang scored it. Spurs got back in the game throughout Dyer, and then Harry Kane with a penalty. Didn't really see that penalty. Was Harry Kane's penalty a certain penalty, or was it a controversial one like Aubameyang's?
Yeah, it was quite controversial. I think.
Definitely.
I think Son, it was like whether it was a dive or not, people were a bit unsure, but I think it was a penalty.
Yeah. And then obviously Aubameyang.
Why people think it's a dive, to be fair.
And Aubameyang scored in the 56th minute to equalise, and then Vertonghen got sent off in the 85th minute for just put it in for a second yellow, and Lacazette and Torreira with the 2 goals for Arsenal. As I said, definitely the most entertaining one I've seen so far this season. Entertaining derby-wise.
One of the best games of the season as well, probably.
Oh, definitely. But I think that's all we can really say, apart from it was very entertaining. Controversial game, really, at times. But overall, I think the better team won the game.
Yeah, well, just a quick question. Who do you think will finish on top, Arsenal or Tottenham?
I think Arsenal, because a lot of the seasons Arsenal have finished above Spurs. For example, last season when they lost 5-1 against Newcastle away in the final game of the season and Arsenal won, they went above them. So, yeah, I think Arsenal have probably got a better chance of finishing, on top of them. Better team won in the end, yeah, but I think Arsenal finish above them. Just because of the quality they've been shown so far, but it has been neck and neck, I totally agree. Anyways, that's the end of that. On to the next subject. Topic number 2 is Liverpool against Everton, the Merseyside derby, which ended 1-0 in a 96th minute. Divock Origi with a goal. A very controversial goal, in my opinion. And I'm a United fan, and no disrespect to Liverpool or Everton, but Liverpool, you absolutely underestimated Everton. Rocksunic is a Liverpool fan, so he knows a lot more about Liverpool than I do. But tell you what, you'll have been happy with that, but I felt your goal was miles offside.
Yeah, well, Everton played very well in that game, and it was quite watching it. It was frustrating because Liverpool, they have all the quality to put a team like Everton to bed early. Like first half, they could put them to bed, but they just something was missing there. But I do think it was a case again of the better side winning.
I'll be honest with you, that's what happens when you underestimate sides. To be honest with you, yeah, I felt Everton did very well, and I felt they were unlucky in the end to come out as losers, and I felt, to be honest with you, I think a 0-0 draw would have been a fair result.
Yeah, it would have been a fair result, but I do think Liverpool, if you have to pick a team, Liverpool did deserve to win.
Well,
because I do think they were on top, really.
Oh yeah. They were the better team, but I just felt that if it had ended as a draw, wouldn't have been a bad result for City wise, but would have been a good result for Everton as well. But I think if you answer at the end of the day, it's a controversial goal that won it, and I watched the goal, right. So when the free kick was just about to get taken, there was one Liverpool player offside in the first place. He managed to run onside somehow. Ball comes in. It's headed towards goal, and there's two men in an offside position. Now, apparently, because Jordan Pickford apparently really tried to tip it forward, it went straight to Divock Origi, who just headed it straight in. It's try not to be biased because United fans like Liverpool, but it is a lucky goal. It is a controversial goal, but at the end of the day, better team won.
So I do think that Alisson denied them two crucial goal-scoring opportunities, and I think if he didn't make those two saves, it would have probably been 2-0 to Everton.
I saw their first half chance cleared off the line.
Yeah, but the save that led to it being cleared off the line was a brilliant save.
Was a good save. Definitely.
So,
but
I think Liverpool, towards the end of the season when City start focusing more on the Champions League, I do think Liverpool might win the league this year.
Who knows?
But I do hope we can, because obviously I'm a Liverpool fan.
I'll be honest with you, it's very tight at the top, and I think I just think it's too early to really, decide on who's going to win it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
But I've said this to you a lot, though. Liverpool might be on a brilliant run of form at the minute, but they have a habit, especially when it gets towards March, April time, they get close to winning the title and then they bottle it. I just hope I haven't jinxed it by saying that. But it is tight at the top, 36 points, 38 for Man City, so it could go either way.
All it takes is one City draw. Well, maybe two City draws, and Liverpool winning, and Liverpool the top.
Yeah, so anything can happen. Football's a funny game. But yeah, I think that's all we've got to say about that. On to the final topic. Now, this topic I decided to choose. The Copa Libertadores final was supposed to be played in Argentina. That was changed because the owners felt that it wouldn't be safe in Argentina because of what happened with the River Plate fans. And they decided to move it to the Santiago Bernabeu, which is home of Real Madrid in Spain, if you don't know already they are. And I think it is a good decision with Argentina because it is, because of what happened. But at the same time, Madrid's about 6,000 miles from them. So, and what I felt was a bit of a bad idea was that the River Plate club have decided that they either move it closer to Argentina or they don't travel to Madrid. The issue with them not travelling to Madrid is if Boca Juniors travel to Madrid and they don't turn up, then Boca Juniors have just gone there and wasted their time. And I think if they refuse to play on the day, Boca Juniors should just get the title immediately. What are your thoughts on that?
I do agree. I think if they're not going to play, then there's no reason they should be given the title, because it's 2-2 on aggregate, so it was clearly a close game the first time they met, and if they don't want to play, well, they have every reason to give it to Boca Juniors.
I mean, you consider a lot of the things that, not just the trophy that they're going to lose, but they're going to lose, I think, a lot of players, tons of fans for that, because they've just gifted their things, they're gifted a trophy to the rivals. They'll lose a lot of money because they'll get a real hefty fine from the actual
governing body.
Well, the government, the Argentinian football government and the organisers of the actual competition for not doing it. So they'll get hefty fines from that. I think they'll probably get at least a 1 or 2 year ban from the actual competition as well. So basically, at the end of the day, it's River Plate's reputation that they're risking at the minute.
Yeah.
They should play. Definitely. Anything else? Any final things you want to add on to that?
All I'm going to say is create an account on FanVybe, get entered into that giveaway, because it's up to £1,000 worth of stuff that you could be winning for just clicking something a few times and subscribing to the social media and joining the social media platform. It's very good. I use it quite a lot.
Yeah, I do.
It's good to interact with fans, especially, and also it's great for debates about your favourite sport, rugby, cricket, tennis, but obviously I use it mainly for football, but any sport can be talked about on there. I was seeing a lot of conversations about the Fury versus Wild fight last night, and it's great discussions on there, really. So I would recommend going, and plus, just by signing up, you can get £1,000 worth of stuff. So
definitely. So I do recommend. So we do recommend that you go and follow that. Obviously, this podcast has been brought to you by FanVybe. I've been Daryll Johnson. This has been Rocksunic. Obviously, Daryll Johnson from Dazzers Football. And if you don't know who I am, please subscribe down below for more content. Check out Rocksunic. Link will probably be in the description down below. Thank you very much for joining. And from all of us here in Dazzers Football, have a great night. Good night.